Okay? I said, you know what? I can go work anywhere. I don't care. You can fire me if you want. So I went to a sales meeting, and this is what's funny is I go in there, I sit down. Pete Franklin stands up, getting ready to go to the sales meeting, and then the owner, PJ, you're a bastard, he stands up. He goes, I'll put all rumors to rest right now. And everybody's going, wow, PJ talks. You know, there's no one going to fire Ron Ragan. Ron Ragan can stay at home all month if he wants, if he's still selling more cars than every one of you idiots. That's what he told me. That's what he told me. I kid you not. And I kind of wish it wouldn't have happened because, I mean, I still took advantage of it. I just kind of go as I want, you know. But when you're selling cars, you pretty much, a manager's not going to, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If you're selling cars, then by golly, then you can call your own hours. But here's what I'm telling you. I love money. You know, I love giving it away too. You know my most favorite part of Christmas is being able to buy gifts, not get gifts. I love being able to go get some cool gifts for people, sisters, friends, nieces, nephews. I love it. I love it so much. So that's what I like doing with my, my money. I like giving back, But just remember when you do this stuff, y'all, just be yourself. Because everyone has great personalities. I haven't seen anybody that's really bummed out and just, all the way sad. Now some of you look at me like a fruit fly looking at a plastic orange every now and again, but I understand that. All right. So everybody, does this make sense? Everybody, did I put it in layman's terms pretty much on subliminal messaging? Okay. So I just want you to understand that things that you ask people and things that you do can be mistaken and taken as a negative sometimes. So just try to keep from that. Don't ever. That's my biggest pet peeve. All right, now step one, let's get into some of the no-nos. Step one to a sale, meet and greet. Never say how you're doing. Okay? You never ask a person, I don't care anywhere in life how they're doing. Let me ask you a question. Mr. Ryan. Yes, sir. Are you single or married?
Both.
Okay. All right, so, well, when you're single, man, when you're at the club or whatever, if you did that, and there's a, attractive female there that's having a drink at 2 o'clock in the morning. And your approach is to go up and ask her how she's doing. How do you really think she's doing if she's by herself at 2 a.m. in the morning drinking?
Probably not very well.
Okay, but that's what we've been taught and trained. That's what we're going to go up and ask her, right? Does it make sense, ladies and gentlemen? I think we were talking about politics a while ago. A lot of things don't make sense in that, does it? Well, a lot of things don't make sense in the way that we do things, period. Okay? So I'm trying to keep you from doing some of the mistakes that you've been programmed all your life that you think are correct. Okay? Plus, I told you about cause and effect in our brain. Our brain convinces us that certain stories, if you don't have all the pieces, your brain will fill in the pieces. It will make up parts of the story. So that's how the fish stories end up being that. Instead of it was a minnow you caught, the fish ends up being that big. Okay, because the people weren't there, so they weren't there. They have to have cause and effect. So they, oh yeah, he caught a big one. All right. So, gosh, I need a doggone eraser. Hey, anybody want candy? Got Jolly Ranchers, got cinnamon, fire. Okay. Which one you want? You want the sour fruit or you want the cinnamon fire?
Give them sour fruit.
You trying to say you're fruity? That's okay, though. Yeah. We love you anyway. All right. So, maybe this will work. Oops. Oh well. Oh, thank you. You are the man. Why didn't you get that earlier for me?
Because I just got it from Justice Dillon.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, where's my green marker go? Got it. See, that's what being hybrid does. I drank some of that coffee. I have slowed down a little bit. Okay. Hard to say it on. All right. So I just want to make sure, because I know we are actually classes. We might go a little bit longer tomorrow, maybe. I gotta let you guys out here early today. Oh, I forgot to hand out our homework sheets, didn't I? Some of the people got out of here and didn't get their homework. Okay, I'm going to explain what your homework is. Everyone already knows what a TO is, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then we're going to go over the do's and don'ts on the meet and greet here shortly. Make sure to write your name up top on it somewhere, just like in school. Blank paper ain't gonna work, is it? I don't know. Might have to go make some more copies, please. Who wants to go make me about 10 copies of this real quick? Somebody? Okay. Okay. What you're going to be doing when you leave class today, ladies and gentlemen, and at least sometime before 10 a.m. in the morning. That's why I give you, tomorrow you don't have to be here till 10 a.m., okay? But please be on time. If you're not going to show and don't feel like it's for you, would you please give me the courtesy to at least call me or text me to let me know? Because there might be someone that I didn't invite to class. I might go ahead and invite them in and give them a position, okay? All right? Some of you already work here, so you don't have to worry about that. Now I want you to go ahead and do this also, even though you've been selling cars, okay? Adam, I would like you to do this also as well, okay? And Jessica, you the same, okay? And now I used to do this 3 to 4 times a week when I first started selling cars because I wanted to see if there was an approach that other salesmen used that I could use. And I came to find out that there was a lot of them that I would never, you know. One of the reasons I do this is I want to show you how easy it is. You're going to see how many people, what I call oxygen thieves, there are out there that are selling cars and making money, okay? That are just rude people that have no business selling cars. And that's why I have you do this homework. You're going to go to a car dealership, not a Carl Gregory dealership, okay? You know, I don't have anything opposed to if you're close to the Victory Drive store. Just you know, afterwards, if you do go to the Victory Drive Carl Gregory store, then just let them know that, hey, sorry that this was part of my class over there. It's a deal. Okay, but otherwise, everybody got one? You're going to waste the salesman's time. I'm sorry to say, but actually it's not, because it'll be a learning experience for him. I worked for the Van Towels, as I told you, for almost 22 years straight. They do this, they send in 5 to 10 secret shoppers every week, and they pay them $500 to go act like they're trying to buy a car. Well, thank you. In my career, I sold 2 secret shoppers. Sold them cars. They were there just getting paid to act like they were buying cars, but I sold them cars. I didn't give you one?
You have a better one. This one has.
Oh, did it get cut off? Yeah, some of it got cut off. I know, right?
Thanks.
All right, now let's go through this just a little bit. Everybody got one? Now, I don't want you to go to some little pot lot, y'all, so everyone we're on the same page. I want you to go to a franchise store. In other words, it's got to be a Dodge, a Chevrolet, a Ford. I don't care if you go over to the used cars or not, but I prefer you to go to the new car lot, okay, is where I prefer you, of some type, okay, that's by your house or somewhere on your way home, okay, or on your way into class in the morning. Now, you know, if you try to wait until in the morning, the only problem is a lot of guys, you know, class starts at 10, and a lot of guys don't get there till 9, but it's up to you. That's why I let you come in an hour late on the second day, okay? And that's why I let you out a little bit early today, because that's what you're going to do. Because we're going to get ready to go through all of the do's and don'ts on a meet and greet, but I want to know, did they price the vehicle? Did they ask you trading in? Did they tell you about any rebates? Did they quote you any payments? Did they tell you any interest rates? I want you, this is pretty self-explanatory. Were you shown or told about the service department? Did they offer to demo the car to you? Okay? I want to know how you were approached is the main thing. I want to know, did it take them 15 minutes to get to you? Did you have to walk in and go and say, look, here I am, buddy, you know? I want to know all of that, okay? I want to know, so did they say, how are you doing? Okay? I'm going to tell you most of them are going to say that. All right? Then we want to know, down here, did you meet a manager? In other words, did you meet anybody different than that person? Did they do a TO? Okay, which we all know is a cardinal sin not to do a TO if you don't do a TO with the car business. So I want to see if you got to talk to someone else, because you're not going to go through the whole process. You're going to, you know, I don't care if you stay there 15 minutes talking to them. You're going to come up with and say, okay, well, look, my humpback brother's getting ready to straighten up, and I got to be there to watch it. Okay, whatever excuse you want to come up with, okay? So whatever excuse you're going to come up with to get out of there, then get out of there. But when you come up with that excuse, I want to see if they get someone else. Well, hold on, I got a great idea. I'll be right back. I want to see if they do a TO. Okay? And then I want their business card. Get their business card. See if you got to ask for it if they offer it. Okay? And then I want to know if you buy a car from them. If it was cheap enough. And then I want you to write down why or why not. I want you to write down there what you learned from that experience, from based off what I've told you. Okay? Because I want you to see, and this is one thing that takes a lot of naysayers, or a lot of people think that they can't do this, and all of a sudden go, oh my God, this is going to be like taking candy from a baby. I don't know why anybody ever made that saying up. Who would want to take candy from a baby? Allie said she would. You must like candy. Allie, I got candy over here. Okay? All right, you don't have to take it from a baby. You can have it over here. All right. And you're going to put down, the host dealership is Carl Gregory. That's us. Now, you're not going to take this in there. You're not going to let them know what you're doing. They're going to go, okay, now, yeah, okay. So, it's totally unbeknownst to them. Do not, for any reason, well, you can buy a car, shame on you, because if anybody needs a car, I can help you get a great deal on a car while I'm here. Okay? I can do that for you. All right? Now, but don't let the cat out of the bag. Don't tell them what you're doing, because I want to see if they follow you up the next day. I want to see if they call you, if they email you, whatever. Okay? If you give them the wrong number, I don't care. That's fine. If you don't want to be bugged, I understand that.
Big solutions will pop up.
Yeah. So like I said, it doesn't take forever. That's why I'm going to let you out here a little bit early today. What time is it now? 2:15. But we got our lock and load. I got to get to getting a couple role playing going here, because we are running behind, and yeah. So we're going to have to get some extra stuff in tomorrow, because there's still some stuff I need to go over before we're going to go ahead and get into the role playing. All right. So let me tell you some of the do's and don'ts here on the meet and greet. Never say, can I help you? First of all, if you need help, you're in what? You're in distress or trouble, correct? So when someone hears that word help, on the subconscious part of the brain, a red flag comes up. Okay? So never use the word, so can I help you means you may put them in trouble.
Can I show
Is
you
what the
something?
subconscious brain reads it as. Okay? So, assist. If you have to say a word, then you can assist a person. Okay? When someone tells me, can I help you? I say, why? Am I bleeding? Okay? We're not here to help people. I hear it all day. I hear all these average salespeople, and salespeople are making tons of money. Can I help you? We're not here to help people. We're here to serve the public. We're here to assist people. Okay? We're not doctors. We're not going to practice on them. Okay? All right? Always, and let me repeat, always raise or lower yourself to their level on a handshake. When someone shakes your hand, if they give you a firm handshake, you firm handshake them back. If they give you the dead fish, then you dead fish them back. Because if you squeeze their hand, you're already putting high pressure on them or invading their space right off the bat. Okay? Always raise yourself to their level. Got me? Firm handshake back. Soft handshake back. Don't squeeze, don't over squeeze, and don't do limp fist, or don't do a dead fish if they give you a firm handshake. Sometimes with females, and it's kind of a touchy area. When you greet them, you don't want to. Sometimes you don't want to shake their hand like a man. Sometimes you want to like touch their hand like this as shaking it. Like this. But you have to think on your feet. Excuse me, because there's some females that would take that and misconstrue that as you're being handsy. I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's a negative world out there, and people, cause and effect. People make things up in their own mind and believe themselves all the time. So, but use y'all gotten this far and done well. So use what you think's best for you. Now, if you have a husband and wife or female, spend the same amount of attention on both of them, gentlemen, because that female, believe it or not, is probably more the decision maker than the male is. He's just going to be the guy that beats you up on the price. Okay? So do not, don't do it like a badger salesperson. Okay? Y'all, like when the lady came in, okay, we'll wait till your husband gets here. Ain't no need looking under the hood. This is the steering wheel. This is what you drive with. All right? Okay. Another thing is never wear sunglasses when you're with a customer. Don't be talking on your cell phone or texting on your cell phone. That's rude. Okay? I understand if it's an emergency and you have to take a call, then you can excuse yourself from them, but there shouldn't be anything other than somebody's health or something like that, or somebody in the hospital, or somebody's having a baby that should keep you from getting... Miss Leslie looks at us. Yeah, I know, right? So, and I might think, oh, never pounce on a customer. In other words, we stay 6 to 8 foot away from the customer at all times. So after you shake their hand, then you back straight up. You never turn your back to the customer. You back straight up. Stay away from them 6 to 8 feet at all times. Don't invade their space. Okay? And what is my number one pet peeve that we don't say?
How are you?
Yeah.
How you going?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes, we don't do that. Let's see. Just trying to make sure. Well, and here's things that we do need to make sure that we ask. We want to make sure, don't take for granted that you can call a person by their first name. First of all, you give your first and last name and make sure you get their first and last name. Okay? And then you ask a customer. Now, you can be after the handshake or whatever, but you ask them, now, do you prefer to go by Tawana or Miss, which one? Or Miss Evans? Which do you prefer to go by? Tawana. Okay. So once, and here's the deal, that helps you on the subconscious part of the brain, folks. Let me tell you that. Because once he tells you to call, once I tell someone to call me Ron, because strangers don't call me Ron, right? Okay? Once I say, well, just call me Ron, then I basically put you in my friends and family circle up there in my subconscious part of my brain. Okay? So that, and it's a matter of respect. People appreciate that. Okay? You would be amazed at some of the littlest things that will cause something on the subconscious part of the brain of a person to just turn them off totally on you or about buying a car. I've seen people turn buyers into shoppers. People that are there to buy a car, and they might have said the wrong thing to them, and all of a sudden they're going to go shop everywhere in the world. It happens. It happens all the time with salespeople. Okay? Now, I do have the habit, I talk a lot, believe it or not. No. Where I've had managers say, Reagan, shut up. You done sold the car. Shut up. You know? But I just let them talk. And I always felt like, how can I mess it up? I'm not going to tell any lies or anything. I'll just keep talking to them. So, your lady that, you know, the one that said I took control of her stuff, said, man, he's wound up, boy, he loves to talk. Because I thought I liked to talk. But, all right. Trying to think, okay, so, and we also want to welcome them. You want to welcome them to Carl Gregory, or wherever you're working at the time. And one more thing is, you always want to say, are you here for the big sale? No other wording, not did you hear about it, because if you say, think about this, if you say, did you hear about the big sale, then they're going to have to consciously think, well, did I hear it on the radio? Then you've made it a conscious, then they're conscious of it. But if you just, while you're shaking their hand, if you say, are you here for the big sale, and they're still trying to put your name and memorize your name so they don't forget it, okay, and you do it at the right timing with your shaking hand, and they're just going to say yes automatically, and then you to be quiet, you basically you've planted a subliminal if you do it correctly, okay, because they'll say yes automatically if you do it correctly, okay, and you say it correctly. So we understand, if you've heard about it, then you're making a conscious decision and have to think, did I hear about the big sale? No, it's not that. It says, are you here for our big sale? Okay? And that can be construed or misconstrued in many different ways. They can assume that you've been having a big sale, that everybody that I've talked to came in for the big sale, so I'm just, the customer will assume that, oh, he thinks I'm here for the big sale too, and they just say, automatically say yes, okay? So it helps you. It cannot hurt you. It won't make it hurt you if you say it the wrong way, okay? All right. To recap, we have don't pounce on the customer. Lower raise yourself to a customer's level on a handshake. Never wear sunglasses. We don't say 6 to 8 foot away all the time. Never say, can I help you? Never say, how are you doing? Always get the first and last name and always give your first and last name. Always ask what they prefer to go by. Okay? Would it be first name or last name? Okay? Now, one thing that I will tell you, and I've only found it predominantly in the Carolinas, that I can tell you that children from the Carolinas are very respectful, most of them per se. Because it's one of the only states I've ever found where the kids will even call you Mr. Ron. They don't call me Ron, they'll call me Mr. Ron. Or they call my sister Miss Lisa. Okay? And I've only found it very predominant in the Carolinas, which is kind of cool. Okay? I don't really find it anywhere else. It might be, you might hear some people that use it here and there. Now, are you originally from the Carolinas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you were growing up, were you taught to say Mr. Ron and stuff like that?